As everything outside wakes up after winter, some critters are misunderstood and often removed from property in one way or another. But in this week's Northern Michigan in Focus, Corey Adkins explains maybe you should give this animal a second chance.
His name is Freddie. He's kind of a neighborhood possum.
I wonder how many people across northern Michigan can say they have a neighborhood possum.
He goes down the road and eats, and he comes here and eats. He just makes the rounds and eats wherever he can.
But a few months ago, Freddie got himself into a situation that a lot of other possums get themselves into as well.
And we think he might have got rolled underneath maybe a car or something that maybe attacked him. And one night, the neighbors down the road called me at like 10 o'clock and said he was down there and he had a gash in his neck. So I went down there and got him and put him in a crate and took him up to ARC with me the next day. And he's been up there for a while, getting taken care of.
And in the safety of ARC, Freddie started to heal. And now it was time to go home. But why are these guys so misunderstood?
A lot of people think they're ugly. They look like big rats, but they're really nice. They're docile.
People worry that they're aggressive. They're really, their personality is not to be aggressive. They want to be left alone, want to be able to just go about their business and not be hassled by anything or anybody.
Kind of like humans, we just want to be left alone. And it doesn't help that they do look kind of weird, and they can't see for anything.
They're very, very nearsighted. They hunt with their noses. Everything is by smell. As a defensive tactic, they open their mouth and show all those teeth, and they have more teeth than any other mammal. So it looks pretty scary, very, very ferocious.
And even though you should never touch these guys, they're not that scary and ferocious. But one nasty, disgusting, and horrible creature that you should be afraid of? Ticks. And possums like ticks for dinner.
And they eat ticks. They eat hundreds and hundreds of ticks in your yard, and that's a good thing.
They literally walk through the tall grasses, and their fur is almost like a magnet, their hair, and the ticks will gather on there, and then they just eat them off and swallow them. Very few other animals do that.
So the next time you see a possum in your yard, think before you grab your gun or live trap.
Respect the fact that they're wild animals, but they're very, very handy and helpful to have around. They're a real asset to the community.
For Northern Michigan in Focus, I'm Corey Adkins.